Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about something fundamental to human existence: the search for meaning and the delicate balance between order and chaos. These two forces have shaped our lives since the dawn of civilization. They govern our thoughts, our actions, and ultimately our destiny. Order is not just structure. It's not just a set of social rules or traditions we inherit from the past. Order is the framework that allows us to understand who we are, where we belong, and what we should strive toward. It creates predictability and stability, giving us a sense of control over our lives. It is the known territory, the place where we find security and competence. But order is not enough. It can become rigid, oppressive, and lifeless if left unchecked, and that's where chaos comes in. Chaos is unpredictability. It's the unknown. It's the force that disrupts our comfortable routine and shatters our illusions of certainty. But, and this is important, chaos is not inherently bad. It represents the realm of possibility, the space where transformation and creativity emerge. Without chaos, there is no progress, no reinvention, no discovery of new potential. Now think about it. Every great story ever told follows this same pattern. There is order, the way things are. Then chaos arrives, an unexpected event that disrupts the status quo. And then a hero emerges, stepping forward to confront the chaos, to extract meaning from it, and to create a new, more balanced order. That hero's journey is not just a myth. It is the very structure of human existence. And each of us in our own way is called to embark on that journey. People often ask, what is the meaning of life? It's the wrong question. Meaning is not something you find. It's something you create by confronting the unknown, by facing things that frighten you, and by voluntarily taking on responsibility. Throughout history, those who have brought the most profound change into the world were not the ones who sought comfort. They were the ones who stood at the edge of the unknown, who faced suffering and uncertainty, and who chose to act with courage and integrity. Look at figures like Mahatma Gandhi, Alexander Solzhenitsyn, or Václav Havel. They didn't seek to avoid hardship. They confronted the greatest forms of tyranny and chaos, and in doing so they reshaped the world. They understood that meaning is not found in safety. It is found in sacrifice, in taking on a burden voluntarily, and in standing up for something greater than yourself. And this applies to you. You might not be fighting against oppressive regimes, but you are fighting your own battles. Battles of self-doubt, of uncertainty, of loss. The question is, will you rise to the challenge? Will you choose to be the hero of your own life? The key to a meaningful life is not to exist solely in order, solely in chaos. It's to walk the line between them. Too much order, you stagnate, you become rigid, you refuse to adapt, and eventually life itself forces change upon you, often in ways you're not prepared for. Too much chaos, you become overwhelmed, you lose your bearings, and without structure you drift aimlessly, unable to ground yourself in anything real. True meaning emerges when you balance on the edge, when you step into the unknown just enough to grow, while maintaining enough stability to keep moving forward. That's why personal growth is uncomfortable. That's why taking on responsibility is difficult. That's why facing your fears is terrifying. But that's also why it matters. The greatest moments of your life, the moments that define who you are, will come when you choose to step beyond your comfort zone and face something you don't fully understand. That's when you transform. That's when you become more than you were. Now here's something else to think about. Tradition and innovation are not enemies. They are allies. Tradition is the wisdom of the past. It is what allows us to build upon the knowledge of those who came before us. But if we cling too tightly to tradition, we become prisoners of it. We resist change and we stop evolving. Innovation, on the other hand, is what allows us to move forward. It is the force that propels society into the future. But if we reject tradition entirely, we risk tearing apart the very foundation that gives us stability. The solution: learn from tradition, but don't be bound by it. Respect the past, but do not fear the future. Adapt, improve, evolve. At some point in your life, you will face a choice. Do you stay within the safe confines, what you know, where everything is predictable and comfortable, or do you step into the unknown, where real growth and real meaning are found? The comfortable path is tempting. It feels secure. It feels familiar, but the truth is it's an illusion, because life will bring chaos to you whether you want it or not. And if you are not prepared for it, if you have not developed the strength to confront it, you will be crushed under its weight. The path of the hero is different. It is difficult. It is uncertain, but it is the only path that leads to genuine meaning. You will encounter obstacles. You will experience failure. You will be afraid. But what is the alternative? To stay the same, to remain stagnant, to never truly discover what you are capable of. That is not a life worth living. Life is not a straight line. It is a constant dance between order and chaos, between stability and transformation. You can escape suffering. You cannot eliminate uncertainty, but you can decide how you will respond. Will you be a passive observer watching as the world changes around you, or will you step forward, take responsibility and shape your own destiny? The choice is yours, but remember this: the greatest individuals in history, the ones we admire, the ones who changed the world, were not those who avoided chaos. They were those who faced it head-on and turned it into something meaningful. And you can do the same. So stand up straight, face the world with courage, walk toward the unknown, because that is where meaning is found.